Good morning from Rust, Austria, a little town in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Pretty interesting town, I have to say. A lot of things to see. Look what I have found. A €5 bill, a little over $5. This will be my lucky day, I think. What can I buy with that? About half gallon of gas or about 2 liters of petrol, as they say here. And this is a proper market square that adds more of a heart to the place than villages usually have in this region. We are looking at a cobbled main square and beautifully maintained old houses. This is a city in Austrian state of Burgenland, located on the western shore of Lake Neusiedl near the border with Hungary. With only about 1900 inhabitants, it is the country's smallest statutory city, as it was endowed with the rights of a royal free city by the Hungarian crown in 1681. It was part of Hungary at the time. With the Burgenland region, Rust, city of Rust, passed from Hungary to the Republic of Austria in 1921. Rust's ancient prosperity was derived from its long-standing status as a Freistadt or free town. As a city, it had an independent legislature and was to obey only the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. The price to pay for such a high degree of freedom was heavy taxes to the crown. Only places with a reliable source of income could afford that, and in Rust, this source was the extensive vineyards surrounding the town, and the city is famous for its wines even now. Otherwise, there are two churches, the Catholic Fischerkirche or Fisherman's Church and a Baroque Protestant church. I know Baroque and Protestant doesn't really work, but in Austria things are different. So let's try to go in, let's have a look how it is inside one of those churches. What caught my attention was the concentration of storks everywhere in town. There is a great number of storks' nests seemingly on every chimney, on every roof, on every house in the city. Just look around. The white storks have a very special significance for Rust and is considered the town's unofficial heraldic animal. The stork colony is located on the chimneys of the old town. There have been storks in Rust since 1900s. So, as to give the storks ideal living conditions, a program for the protection of storks was set up, its implementation being in the hands of the Rust Stork Association. The storks arrive about March 20th and fly back at the end of August to overwinter in Africa. And if you are watching this on a mobile phone, you probably will not notice it, unfortunately. I think it was enough of the incredibly busy old city of Rust, and let's venture beyond the city limits. Lake Neusiedl is the largest endorheic lake in Central Europe, and now the question is, what is endorheic? Never heard the bloody word? Don't feel bad, neither did I until very recently. I knew the concept though. It just means it is a body of water with no external outflow. So water comes into a lake and disappears only through evaporation or seepage. There is no river draining the lake at all. And there is also no chance you could drown here, unless, of course, you consume too much of famous local wine and go for a midnight swim. How come? The lake is very shallow, no more than 1.8 meters, which is about 6 feet. Neusiedler Lake area is the UNESCO World Heritage Site, including the city of Rust, and it has been occupied by different peoples for 8 millennia. The original network of towns and villages dates to the 12th and 13th centuries. Rust is a dynamic old town. This means that the houses still today have their original function as a place to live and trade in. I think this will be it for today. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Goodbye.